We watched Friday the 13th Part 3 in real 3D this past Friday the 13th. Let's talk about it.
Yes.
Welcome to Deadsville.
Greetings, Boo Believers. Welcome to Deadsville Horror Talk. I'm your host, Ronin James, and to my left, my lovely co-host, Alexandra Surface.
Hi.
We are here today to discuss the cult classic Friday the 13th Part 3, which we saw in 3D thanks to Regal Cinemas bringing Friday the 13th back to the theater for exclusive engagements for the 3 Friday the 13ths we have this year.
Yes.
And Alex had never seen the original?
No, I had not. I had been told specifically, don't even bother watching it if you couldn't see it in 3D, which I did not understand until we went to go see it.
And then you realized, yes, I get it.
Yes.
Yes, it was in real 3D too, which is an upgrade because when I saw it as a kid in the theaters, I saw it in the blue and red glasses 3D that looked awful. But now it's upgraded in real 3D, which is much better 3D.
Oh yeah.
I remember I remember it vaguely back in the day being cool, but this is much cleaner. It looked much better from what I'm thinking of what some old 3D looked like.
Way more modern. It was crisper and I could tell.
Definitely.
I could tell it'd been remastered.
Yeah, for sure. And really cool of Regal Cinemas to do that. Again, Friday the 13th is like a holiday for horror fans, so very fitting. Oh, it was also only $7.99 a ticket.
Yeah, which is crazy.
For a real 3D movie? That's crazy. You can't see a 3D movie for $7.99, not on a Tuesday.
No way.
So, all right, we're going to talk about it. Alex is going to talk about her first impressions, and I'm going to discuss going back and revisiting this in a theater in 3D again after having seen it as a kid way back when dinosaurs roamed the earth. But yeah, we're going to get to it. Before we do that, though, a little bit about us. I am Ronin James. I've been a stuntman for over 20 years. You've seen me die or get blown up or shot or get my ass kicked and stuff like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and Escape Plan 2 and Gotham and The Tick, The Punisher, stuff like that. You've seen me before, even if you don't recognize now with the long hair and stuff and more tattoos. But yeah, I usually play a thug or villain and get offed pretty quick. So if you blink, you miss me. Alex has been working now in film and TV for a little over a year, we're saying?
18 months.
18 months? 18 months, a year and a half. There we go. And where'd you get your start, Alex?
Amityville Barbie.
Amityville Barbie?
Yeah, that was my first ever film gig. It all started there.
All started there. Yep. I think you were following us before that, right? And you kind of reached out because we were like, hey, we need help.
Yeah.
And you volunteered and talked to Steph and...
Yep. I had been to your event, the Monster Prom.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it was Monster Prom. Yep.
And I had actually followed looking for the pictures and then found out about Barbie as a result of all that.
Yep. See, social media marketing works, people.
It does.
And now we have a new co-host,
Yes.
a new co-content creator, and productionist, whatever, partner. I don't know how we production partner.
Sure.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you're a camera woman.
Yes,
You
I
do
am.
lighting, this beautiful lighting that you see behind us and
I
around.
do love lighting.
is Alex's handiwork mostly. So, yes. And where can people follow you, Alex? I know you have some new stuff.
Yes. So, well, if you're looking for my production work, it's at moody_mercury on Instagram. If you want my personal stuff, which is new, at Alex Surface, SERFASS. Ass is in the name.
There you go.
Yep.
And yes, make sure you follow the social medias. Of course, ours. Be sure to like, subscribe here on YouTube at Deadsville 13 or wherever you're listening to the podcast right now. One of those lovely podcast platforms, not including Spotify, because we have integrity. So yes, we are not on Spotify, but you can find us on places like Apple Podcasts and Podcast Addict and Amazon Podcasts and all kinds of other places. So Alex is the newest co-host along with Haley Hansen, who, Alex and I went and saw Friday the 13th 3D. So this is kind of like a little special.
Yes.
Where we're gonna discuss. We thought it'd be fun for you guys to give some, feedback from somebody who was a newbie.
Yes.
Checking it out in 3D and in general for the first time, and me being a relic of the red and blue 3D era. Going back and seeing it now in real 3D. So, yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, all that good stuff on all the social medias. And, we're going to get to it. We are not going to do a spoiler-free section. There's no first takes here. There's no snacking in this one. This is a special episode. We figure everybody's seen this movie, with the exception of Alex.
1982. If you haven't seen it, that's on you.
Right. There's, this is a spoiler-filled talk. So if somehow you have not seen Friday the 13th Part 3, 3D or not, you might want to jump out, because we're getting right to the spoilers here. We're going to dig deeper right away and dig Jason up for this one. So pass me a shovel, Alex. Let's dig deeper. Woo! All right, I'm going to read a synopsis real quick. We'll go over the director and the writers real fast, and then we're going to get into those spoiler talks. So, Jason Voorhees stalks a group of friends who have just arrived to spend the weekend at a cabin near Crystal Lake. And, yep, that's the classic 80s setup there for a slasher, camp slasher.
Yep.
Doesn't get any better than that. I think last we saw Jason, well, I mean, if anything, this was the big one where he gets his mask. A lot of people know this one, and that's why this one is a big fan favorite, even though it's not always the most critically acclaimed.
Right.
It is where we get the hockey mask and a really big, fast Jason, which I really like.
Swole.
We'll get into that. But Steve Miner is our director. Let's see, what else did Steve do? What's he known for? Steve has done, work with me here. Oh, House. That was a good one back in the 80s, 85. He did Warlock. He did Part 2 as well. So, he kind of was coming right off of Friday the 13th Part 2 and jumping into this one. Since then, he's done, as of 2018, I guess, was the last thing he had. And he's a director on something upcoming called The Exorcism at Lincoln High.
Ooh, I want to see that.
Always down for a good high school exorcism.
Sure, why not?
But, all right. So Steve Miner returning from Friday the 13th Part 2 to direct this one. So you got to figure we're getting a lot of the same kind of stuff in 2. And 2 was really where it picked up. Part 1 was good. Part 1 was classic. Part 1 gave us the beginning of the lore, but it didn't really give us Jason.
No. The ultimate lore, but... Right.
It gave us the ultimate origin story for camp slashers.
Most legendary.
From then till infinity to come. So, we had, let's see, Martin Kittrosser, Carol Watson, and Victor Miller writing. And Victor Miller, I know, is one of the original writers, so I'm not positive if he actually was on board. I suspect he was still in Part 3. Stars Dana Kimmel, Tracy Savage, Richard Brooker. No big names there that we're going to remember too much. But, for a slasher, everybody did their 80s best with the acting.
They sure did. Yes.
There was some cheesy dialogue and some bad acting.
Some bad tropes.
Oh, God, the tropes were, yes. But you got to remember, these were, back then, I mean, they weren't necessarily tropes yet.
Oh, that's true.
This is with the creation of the trope. This is where, the origin of the trope comes from, a lot of it, at least. So, let's see. All right. What else do we got to get here? Well, that's it. Spare. So now we just, this is normally where we would do our score and all that kind of. Oh, we could do Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh.
You want to read the Rotten Tomatoes scores for us?
Sure.
Bring them up here. Oh, man.
Oh, no. The tomato meter gives it a 17%.
Ouch.
Ouch. Brutal for a fan favorite.
Oh, man.
But the popcorn meter is 42%.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot better. I expected a little more from the popcorn meter. What's going on, Friday the 13th fans?
Maybe they didn't see it in 3D.
Quite possibly. Quite possibly.
It doesn't make sense if you don't see it in 3D.
Yeah.
The popcorn meter, disappointing.
Yeah, I'm quite disappointed in that.
50,000 ratings, too. Man,
I know, man. Friday the 13th fans, step up! Step up!
go rate it.
Yeah, let's see what we got. Critics' consensus. Jason may solidify his iconic wardrobe in this entry, but Friday the 13th Part 3 lacks any other distinguishing features, relying on a tired formula of stab and repeat. I mean, I'm not going to totally disagree, but the main... Yeah, these guys didn't see it in 3D because that's the main draw here. When this movie was made, that was like the 3D boom of the 80s. Like, everybody was like, 3D, let's do it 3D. And a lot of movies tried to do 3D. I mean, they did 3D, but they didn't do anything really special. They didn't, like, push the boundaries with the 3D or anything like that.
Kind of break that fourth wall a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, this one was like... That was one of the best parts of the movie. Was like they literally went out of their way to totally exploit the 3D gimmick every single chance they could. Wouldn't it be cool if they pointed this pen at everything? There's stuff thrown at the goddamn lens. They pointed right at the... If somebody picked something up pointed, you know damn well it was about to swing into the lens right into your eye. Mm-hmm. So
they did a lot of classic things.
Thumbs up for that. I mean, it really put the 3D to work.
Yeah, they did.
So, all right, let's get to our plot here, and we'll give it a rundown real quick. Let's see. This is an interesting little... Did you know the original storyline was supposed to focus on a post-traumatic Ginny Field from the prior installment? However, this concept was abandoned when actress Amy Steele declined to reprise her role.
Interesting.
Yeah, didn't know that. So instead, they jumped to this totally new cast.
I wonder if she regrets that today.
I know, right? Well, all right, so here's our plot. And this kind of picks up right after. So shortly after being sliced with a machete by Ginny Field, a badly injured and unmasked Jason Voorhees goes to a lakefront store for a change of clothes. While there, he murders the store owner, Harold, and his wife, Edna. Meanwhile, let's start there. They tend to move quick through these. Good opening kill, but it just picks right up after 2 leaves, ends up. He's just like, we kind of get... You think he's dead at the end of 2, but of course, this is Friday the 13th, and we would learn Jason doesn't die. Mm-hmm. Just will not die. So here we go, right at it. Yep. And it kills the old couple. Takes the... That was funny. She's like yelling out, and he's out there by the... we kind of get hints of Jason, and this was funny because it's by the laundry. She has the laundry hanging.
It's so classic.
Well, it was totally like poking at Michael Myers. It was totally doing a Halloween like, here we go. Here's Michael Myers. We're going to put Jason in between some sheets too. Ha ha! Here we go.
Only the sheets are going to come at your face.
Yeah, right? Yeah. We're going to take it further and blow the sheets right in your eye.
Yep.
So, which they did, yes. The sheets were in there. Yeah. God, the 3D was so much fun. But I forget what the kills were. How did they kill... I forget how these two died in the beginning.
I forgot that even happened, because once we got to the camp, I was like,
Yeah, the camp is where the bulk of everything takes place, and he just goes off. But, all right, let's see. Chris Higgins and her friends travel to Higgins Haven, her old home on Crystal Lake, for a summer trip. The gang includes pregnant Debbie, her boyfriend Andy, prankster Shelley, his blind date Vera, who does not reciprocate his feelings, and stoners Chuck and Chili. Love
pregnant Debbie?
Yeah, I forgot it.
What?
I forgot Debbie was a little pregnant there too, I guess. I guess they talk about it later, maybe? I don't know.
I don't remember that. Okay.
But Chuck and Chili in the back of the van. I mean, the one dude looks just like Chuck. Everybody's super young looking except Chuck, who looks like he's 40. Right. I mean, they're not really super young. This is always adults, 20-somethings playing teens.
Yeah.
But Chuck especially looked like an old hippie.
Yeah.
So, and they're doing bong hits in the back.
And they're like, and there was the moment where they're smoking, but they're like holding their bags weed in their hands. Like, it's such a, and they hand it to you in the 3D.
Yes, the joint in 3D, that's great. But they're stoners because they're not only smoking weed, but also both holding giant plastic baggies filled with weed.
Right, so let's not be mistaken.
Right, so it totally reinforces the character. Yeah. Stereotype there. That's character development in a Friday the 13th movie.
Oh, yeah.
So that just tells you they're going to die.
and they would get absolutely torn apart for the stoner stereotypes that they put in there today.
Oh,
They couldn't do the same thing again.
No, probably not.
Not in the woke crowd.
No, definitely not. All right, so after running into a man named Abel who warns them to turn back, the gang meets Chris's boyfriend Rick at their destination. And Rick struck me as like an old creepy dude. Like,
Yeah.
Rick was another dude who was like 40.
Right. And he plays the pressuring boyfriend
the
trope.
super pressuring boyfriend. I'm like, wow.
He gets so his
Don't
ego.
give a shit about consent much?
No.
Don't give a shit about her feelings at all, bro? What the fuck?
Nope.
Oh, man, the 80s were wild.
There you were.
Yeah, this dude looks like he's 40-something, and she looks like she's barely 21.
If even, yeah.
So, like, I mean, I get it. You know, I'm not one to talk about age discrepancies in relationships, but hey, it was really weird because, it just.
Because I think because of the way that he played it.
Oh yeah, he totally played it like this, but it never, like, it's so obvious that there's a huge age gap in both the appearance and their mannerisms and everything, but it never gets explained or explored or anything like that.
No.
So it just feels weird. You're just like, why are these two like?
And it's all other kids too.
Right.
Yeah.
And it seems like these two have nothing in common. He like wants something, and she's just like, I'm trying to chill with my friends and stuff. Like what?
She's like, I'm traumatized.
Yeah.
He does not care.
Nope. So.
Not in alignment.
All right, so at a convenience store, Shella and Veery get into a confrontation with bikers Allie, Fox, and Loco.
Oh my god, I loved Fox.
I loved them all, but the names, come on. I mean, Fox is a traditional gang member name. Mm-hmm. The Warriors, that's straight out of, Fox was the scout in the Warriors, but, Loco, you don't get more on the nose than Loco.
Nope.
I wonder which one he was.
Oh,
I wonder if he was the crazy one.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. Because there's got to be a crazy one.
Of course. He's Loco.
Just doesn't make any sense.
And they mess with Shelly and those guys.
Oh, right.
And Shelly gets in the car and knocks down their motorcycles, of course, because he doesn't know how to drive.
Yep.
While the car gets their front window broken with a chain, Shelly returns to knock down the bike again. Yeah, he spins circles back and runs the bike over.
For what reason?
I know, because he wants to be a badass.
I guess.
To impress the Vera girl, who is not impressed with him so far.
Right. He kind of wins a couple points from her for that.
Oh, he does. He does. But at the same time, are we trying to murder people? And it's weird.
Yeah, weird exposition.
But that was, you got to mess with the '80s punks and bikers, the stereotypical. They're just so stereotypical. I just love whenever you have the movies, you get these, the Return of the Living Dead punks.
Yes.
Or the stereotypical '80s bikers that just exactly what's going to go down as soon as they show up, and they look ridiculous. Like
they do. Definitely.
Like nobody ever wore that for real. That is such poser wear.
Oh yeah, a costume designer that has no
clue.
idea.
Right.
The Loco had on a skull T-shirt, and the patch on his back was also a skull. Like real bad.
Yeah. Just slap some skulls on them. They're bikers and punks. Good. Let's do it.
Those leather pants on Foxy with the two coontails. That was pretty.
Oh yeah.
She was, her costume was pretty cute.
Yeah. I'm a fan of raccoon tails, so
Yes.
All right, so later the bikers show up at Higgins Haven, where they siphon gas out of the van and attempt to burn the barn down
Oh right.
to get even.
Jeez.
As some bad dudes. You don't mess with these bikers, they bad dudes. Mm-hmm. So, let's see. I'm trying to remember. Okay, so now I think we're going to get some more kills here. Yeah. Jason, who has been hiding inside the barn, there we go, yes, murders Fox and Loco, each with a pitchfork, before beating Ali unconscious. That night, Chris and Rick head out into the woods, where Chris reveals that she was attacked by a deformed man 2 years prior, which prompted her to leave Crystal Lake in the first place. The main reason that she returned was to confront her fears. Her overall memory of the incident is unclear. So, I don't know, they're just kind of retconning that she was part of the group, I guess. I guess she was attacked years ago.
Oh, like
before the events of
prequel?
right before
Okay.
part 2, because part 2 just happened like a night ago or 2 nights ago in this timeline. So
What?
she was attacked a couple of years ago. So there was some attackings going on even before the movie started. Apparently, Jason's been coming around and attacking for a while.
Okay.
It's good to know. I didn't pick that up.
Extra more.
We got the pitchfork in the eye and stuff.
That was
The
pretty
pitchfork
dope.
coming right at you. Of course, had to have that 3D. So that was fun. And so we get those 2 killed, and he like beats Ali, but we don't see him actually kill him. I think he later throws him through a car windshield or something.
Something like that.
throws
He
him.
like shows back up later, and we're like, what? Does it? Yeah, it was weird. He disappears, but he comes back later.
All right, so back at Higgins Haven, a rejected Shelley scares Vera with a hockey mask and then wanders into the barn.
Oh, Shelley.
Yep. And we don't even see his death because he just disappears, and then Jason emerges wearing the mask.
Right.
And he has the spear gun. And that's when we get
the
this
spear gun.
This classic, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was great. Oh.
So Vera retrieves Shelley's wallet from under the dock and is promptly shot in the eye with the spear gun. And that was this is where they really like went. They were like, "Yeah, we're gonna do this cool thing, and how do we do it?" And like if you watch the movie, you can totally see that Jason he walks down onto the little dock, and there's like the light post, and he pulls the spear gun up, and then he like deliberately moves to line up the spear gun against the light post. Because the special effect was a fishing wire from the light post to the camera with the arrow on it, the spear on it, to shoot at the camera to do this 3D effect.
Which came out really cool.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. But when you're a kid, you're just like, yeah, that's awesome. And then when you watch the movie later, like, why does he move over? Like he's like hugging the damn thing. It's like he's taking cover behind the thing, like somebody's returning fire at him or something. But then you realize, oh, it's to do the special effect. I see what that's there for. I see why they did that fishing line on the fucking light pole.
And then it's more fun anyway.
Oh yeah. But yeah, it's a great effect. The thing goes through, boom, gets her in the eye.
Another classic self-aware.
Oh, yeah.
Friday the 13th thing.
Absolutely. All right, so now we have Jason walking around in his official hockey mask. Until this, he's had the bag on his head still, right?
Yes.
With the eyes, so. All right. We have... so was it Debbie and Andy? Debbie's in the shower, and Andy's like, "Oh, get me a beer." And he's like walking around on his hands. He's been walking on his hands all movie. So you're just like, setting this up. It's just setting it up for the whole movie because he's like showing off, walking around everywhere on his hands. So we get Jason enters the house and slices a handstanding Andy with a machete. And so it was like the upside down view. He's like, huh? And that's where we get the classic... Boom, the chop down into the camera, slices the body in half, and that was a great effect because it's like a standing dummy, and it splits and just slumps onto the ground. And, it was so good. Blood everywhere. And it's a dummy, but it looked good.
It did look really
good. It looked really good. Somebody really chopped the shit out of that dummy with a real machete and let it just fall, and it worked well.
Yes. I wonder if it inspired the Terrifier moment.
I know, right? The hang upside down, sawing in half. We're like, fuck that, we're going to go to the next level, even more mean and nasty with it, and just saw this naked woman in half.
Yeah.
See, Jason was killing dudes with it. He was like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, chop your little nuts in half.
Love
machete in the nuts. Ouch. So Debbie finishes her shower and rests on the hammock, where Jason thrusts a knife through her chest from beneath. And this was a good one too, man.
Oh,
Does the hand over the forehead, and we just see her surprise, and then it's a fake chest, but you see the knife push through.
Yeah.
Peels the skin and blood.
Classic.
Good kill.
Yeah.
Good kill.
In the hammock.
Yeah, the hammock was fun. I hate hammocks, but yes, I don't know how they had sex in that hammock. That's insane.
And she said it was the best one yet.
Right? Yeah, they had sex in the hammock. Right after having sex, they get killed, of course. But
of course.
But yes, she's like, I mean, I've laid in a hammock. I've never tried to have sex in one. But I could barely lay in it without falling out of the damn thing. So I don't know how the hell you have sex in a hammock. That's insane.
Very carefully, I guess.
How it's, right? Yeah, you got to be very well balanced. But how it's the best sex ever, too. Like,
okay.
I don't know, man. That's some skill. If you really pulled that off, props to you, bro. Mm-hmm. Man, all right. So, all right, so then we get the power goes out in the house, and Chuck goes downstairs to the basement, only to be hurled into the fuse box and electrocuted.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, it was okay. That was like the least exciting one though, because we're getting like knife through chest, slicing bodies in half, and then it's just like, throw them into the wall. I was like, okay,
yeah,
I guess we gotta kill somebody off kind of boring, and it was the like Chong dude. So all right, we see the stoner get cooked.
Yeah, he does.
I guess there is it a do you think it was like a commentary on his brain is fried?
Oh, it could be.
You know, because that's that was the whole thing back then. They used to have the commercials. This is your brain with the egg, and this is your brain on drugs, and it was like a fried egg.
Yes.
So,
heavy on the weed propaganda.
He's fried. Chuck's fried, man.
Yep, it could be.
Okay, it makes a lot more sense now. I respect the kill a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was surprising. I was like, oh.
Yeah. I totally respect that way more now.
Yeah.
It makes way more sense, because at first I was like, that's kind of boring, but now thinking about it, if that's what they had in mind, that's clever. If that's not what they had in mind, then shame on you, Friday the 13th. But
You've done better.
If the writers were like, ooh, he's a stoner, let's fry him. Yeah. I get it. All right, so Chili finds Shelly bleeding to death from a slashed throat. But this was good too, because she believes it's a joke at first.
Because he's been doing this the whole time. He had the fake axe to the head at the beginning.
Yep. He kept popping out on people and getting them, and that's why everybody couldn't stand him. They were tired of Shelly's shit.
Just be normal. Be yourself. God dang.
But you could totally see him, like, if that was like shot today, Shelly would be one of those like influencer prankster assholes.
Oh yeah.
He'd be like that totally annoying internet what do you call it? Influencer who's like pulling pranks on people. You know, like
yes.
Like the guy. Like what are those? Like a Mr. Beast or somebody trying to like not Mr. Beast necessarily, but like one of those dudes.
Do they have to make that now? Because that sounds like fun.
I know, right? That's what. Yeah. They're gonna do like the prank. They announced a new movie recently, so yeah.
Did they really?
There's a new movie in the works. Victor Miller, I think, was the one who announced. No, it was the other writer, the other creator. I forget. Sean Cunningham. The other creator, Sean Cunningham, had announced that they have finally gotten, like, thanks to some of these big mergers in Hollywood, they're working out the rights so that they can finally make a Friday the 13th movie again. So I guarantee you, if it's set. Oh, well, he actually said this is like a throwback to the old school. So It might be set back then, too.
Yes.
But at some point, we've got to get, like, a new, modern Friday the 13th again and get, like, Jason killing influencers.
Yes, that would be hilarious.
Like, that was one of my favorite scenes in that Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. Did you see the remake?
I have only seen the original, so that might be something to watch.
Yeah. So there's the remake, and there's, like, a whole scene with a bunch of influencers on a party bus.
Yes.
and Leatherface jumps into the party bus with his chainsaw, and there's no way out for them. And they're like turning their phones on, like, we're gonna cancel you, bro.
He gets every single one.
Oh God, yes, and it's glorious. It's beautiful. So much fun. All right, so yes, Chili finds Shelly bleeding to death, etc., etc. She believes it's a joke, and then Jason impales her with a fire poker.
Ooh, yep. That was a good one. Lots of steam.
Yes.
Cooked her.
Yes.
From the inside out. Was she the other? She wasn't the other stoner.
Yeah, because it was a hot fire poker.
Yes.
And the shit was like, was it in her eye or was it in her chest?
I think it was in her chest.
Was it in her chest?
Okay. I think.
All right, so Rick steps outside to search the ground. Oh, wait. When Rick's car breaks down, Chris and Rick are forced to walk back to the house, only to find it in disarray. Rick steps outside to search the grounds. Jason grabs him and crushes his skull with his bare hands, making one of his eyes pop out of its socket.
Which was fantastic because it pops right out.
Bam! Right to you, right into your face in the camera. One of the best all-time kills in a Friday the 13th, because he's mushing the head for a minute.
Yeah.
And you can totally see from like the change from when it's actual head to like the fake head. I don't even care, because it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it sets up the whole eyeball. Boink!
It fits the whole Friday the 13th universe.
Totally.
And it was so cool.
And this was like... Yeah, the 3D. This is what you go to see 3D for.
Yeah.
This is exactly why you go see a 3D movie. Because you want to see an eyeball shoot out of a head right into your face. That's exactly why.
Yes.
And they nailed it. So, I know. I don't get what... Look, man, you don't go to Friday the 13th for character development and plot.
Right. Exactly.
You go for the kills. And this movie was like top-notch kills, taking advantage of this of the 3D stuff. And even the kills that I didn't like originally, like Chili getting thrown into the wall. Now I get it, man. If that's a stoner kill or a fucking fried stoner reference, I love it, man. I love it even more. So,
yeah.
All right, the eye popping out, outstanding. Mwah. Chef's kiss.
Beautiful, yes. I'm like, hang on, is this a Fulci? Wait a minute. There was a couple eye traumas in there.
Oh, yeah. That's why I was trying to remember if they did the poker in the eye or not. But the what's his name? The spear is in the eye.
Yeah. That's right. That's
the spear gun is the eye.
Oh, God, that was brutal.
So which one do you like better? Do you like the spear gun in the eye better, or did you like the eyeball pop out?
I like the eyeball popping out.
The eyeball pop out?
Yes.
I might have to...
It's such a cringe moment already from the start.
Yeah.
Like it crushing his head, and then you get the eye popping out. It's a double whammy. Yeah. I loved it.
Yeah, I guess I gotta go with the eye popping out. As much as I do love the shot. The shot.
Yeah.
With the it's a really creative shot too.
So they just like rigged the camera to follow the arrow?
No, the camera's across. It's on sticks and it's out in where she would be set in the water. I'm assuming on like a raft or something out there that they set, and it's a fishing line tied to the probably something right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
And there's probably plexiglass in front of the camera too, obviously to protect your lens. But and there's fishing line on the dock light pole. So, and there's, I wonder if they did like an actual propulsion system, or if they just had it on like, if the arrow was on another fishing line that they just yanked really hard.
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of curious how they did that, but you could definitely see that it shoots, especially in the old ones. I almost feel like I could see the fishing line because they didn't have the way to erase it back in the day.
Yeah, and it's remastered now.
So they were able to go in and digitally take it out perfectly. But I feel like you could see the line back in the day too. I remember kind of.
Yeah, I do kind of feel like it's a mistake to remaster some of these, like the Scream 2 that we watched.
Oh yeah.
And then it's remastered so you could see the fake door, so I knew that knife was coming through.
Yeah, exactly. That makes everything. Well, this at least still had the film grain quality to it. Like it still had a very gritty, grainy, old school 80s quality to the quote unquote film itself, even though it's a digital remaster. So they retained that. They didn't like upscale it or anything.
The way that they did to the Scream 2, yeah.
Right. But they made the 3D a hell of a lot better. That's for sure.
They did.
So, all right, so where are we at now? Crushes the skull, eye pops out. Jason then attacks Chris, who narrowly escapes the house and tries to flee in her van. With the van running out of gas, Chris tries to use the van's reserve tank. However, she runs out of time and the wheel falls through the bridge, prompting Chris to enter the barn to hide, only for Jason to attack again. Inside the barn, Chris strikes Jason over the head with a shovel and hangs him. He regains consciousness and temporarily removes his mask to free himself from the noose, allowing Chris to recognize him as the same man who attacked her 2 years prior.
Dun, dun, dun.
Crazy. So this motherfucker's been running around the woods attacking bitches since before the first movie, apparently, because, that's...
Okay.
Man.
Sure.
I guess that's why we're getting the Crystal Lake TV series. I guess they're going to put that lore in there.
Oh.
I guess that maybe could be why we're going to get a movie. Maybe it could go back even further than the original movies.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Pamela's still alive in the TV show, and also, they're going back to before that. I saw a picture and it looks like a woman's hand holding a bloody knife in the woods, so I'm assuming that Pamela's killing everybody.
Yeah.
She was already
teaming up? I don't know.
But she was already psycho before the first movie. She's already been killing people, so apparently at least, or so it would seem.
We'll see, I guess.
Well, all right, so let's see. Yeah, she hits him over the head with the shovel. He pulls the mask off. That was good. He's like, the makeup was really good there. Yeah. We got a really good look at like zombie Jason face.
A couple of times, like pretty much for the rest of the movie. And that surprised me, having only seen the first two, that we got to see so much of his face.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, this was the first time we really got a good look besides like when he's a kid. Mm-hmm. So, all right. So Jason regains consciousness and temporary mask. Got that. But an awoken Ali tries to attack Jason.
Yeah, but hello, he's back, I guess.
Well, apparently Jason knocked him out and just left him there while he killed the other two and just left him in the barn to wake up later so he could attack Jason.
Okay.
Jason quickly finishes him off. I don't remember how. Does he rip his arm off or something?
Yeah, I thought he chopped his arm off.
Okay, yeah.
There was blood everywhere, which was cool.
Yeah, and then the distraction allows Chris to strike Jason in the head with an axe. Right. He staggers momentarily towards her before collapsing. Boom. That's where the axe is in the head, and we get in the next movie, there'll be the big chunk, the big slice in his mask. And, in part 4, that's where she puts
the continuity.
Yeah. So yes, he staggers. You get that moment where he's down, and then all of a sudden, bang! We get our last, and then he drops again. So exhausted, Chris pushes a canoe out into the lake and falls asleep.
All right, back to 1. Okay.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, we're doing this.
Sure.
Chris has a nightmare of an unmasked Jason running towards her from the house before disappearing, which then cuts to the decomposing body of Pamela Voorhees with her head attached, emerging from the lake to pull her in. The following morning, the police arrive and escort a traumatized Chris away from Higgins Haven. Jason's body is shown to be still lying in the barn, seemingly dead.
Allegedly.
Yeah, but doesn't his hand twitch at the very end, I think?
I think it might.
I think his hand twitches at the very end. And there it is.
Yep, there it is. Throwback to 1 decomposing body, little gotcha moment. Yep. It's mom this time instead of the kid.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, hearkening back to the original. Yep.
Sure.
We'll call back.
Why not?
But Pamela's been decomposed and all, so that's a fun little... raw moment. I probably couldn't get the actress. They were like, just get some stunt woman and put the decomposed face of the actress on it. She'd come up out of the water. Rah.
Yep.
So, yeah. All right. So that was it. The kills. I loved them. This was
classic.
Again, this was like, there's so much good use of the 3D and all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that classic 80s skin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was
they're
great.
like ripping through and all that.
Yeah.
So many good kills. Great use of the 3D. Yeah, let's give our thoughts. So this was your first time. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was my first
what's your
time.
thoughts for your first time?
So yeah, I understand now why. Don't even bother seeing the third one if you can't see it in 3D, because it's heavy on the 3D stuff. I loved that. I mean, there was a yo-yo in your face. There was popcorn.
That's right.
The yo-yo was great.
The popcorn was fun.
The popcorn was hilarious. But this one was a lot of fun. And it was a good ride. Lots of great kills. Lots of classic special effects. They had fantastic head. The fake heads that they made were really good.
They were. Yes. Yeah. The special effects. I'm gonna go check who our special effects artist was on it. It wasn't Savini. I thought it was. I forget which one he left. I thought. Makeup department, special effects. Stan Winston uncredited, Carl Fullerton uncredited, Douglas White, Frank Carasosa. Yeah. So But good job. Michael Mills, the prosthetic makeup artist. Yeah, outstanding job with the special effects in this one. And this was like the 80s. Like they kind of set the bar when Friday the 13th, the original one, came out. A lot of kills we had seen up until this point were done in the dark, like in Halloween, and you don't see a lot of blood. You just see like the violence kind of happening in silhouetted, light, muted, so you don't get as much of the
So it was more
gore.
implied before.
Right. You got
Now
more
we're
implied
getting-
stuff. And Friday the 13th, that's why they had such a problem with like the getting an R rating and the MPAA and all that kind of stuff back in the day.
Because it was new.
Cut a lot of stuff, because a lot of these kills really pushed the boundaries. So by the third one, I think there was a little more, they were a little more relaxed because they'd already been through two of them. So
Yeah, and they'd been successful. I'm sure getting that first one through was tough.
Yep. So, but once you see the money being made, that always kind of greases wheels to make things happen.
Oh yeah.
So, so what's your final score? What do you think?
My final score, I would say, this was kind of a perfect classic Friday the 13th. The 3D was really fun. I can't see any reason not to give it a 10 out of 10.
You are the nicest critic ever.
Well, wait till we get to some of the other ones.
Oh, yeah?
There's,
Okay.
There's some movies I don't like.
Okay,
but
good. All right.
I think when it comes to Friday the 13th, what you're looking for is a fun ride. And we got that here and then some.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I agree. This one, I always felt like this was one of my favorites. And now going back and watching it again now, so many years later, in good 3D, it's just kind of reinforced it. This one's one of my favorites. I'm going to go with I'll go with like an 8. Because like the enjoyment factor and the 3D was so well done. And again, like you said, it's just a fun ride. You want to go back to the 80s when you didn't have to worry about too much, you just want to kind of shut your brain off and watch Jason do his thing and kill some annoying teens.
blood and boobies.
Yep, blood and movies. And we got plenty in this one.
Yeah, we did.
There was a good amount, maybe a little more blood than boobies in this one, but I'm not complaining.
Got a little, yeah.
Yeah, so.
And that's my favorite.
Yeah, all right. Well, that's going to do it. We both enjoyed Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D. Mm-hmm. Regal Cinemas has one more Friday the 13th this year.
When
I forget
is it?
which one. There's one more. I forget. You want to jump on the phone and check real quick. They have one more that they're going to do. I thought I had it up on. Yeah, I have the story up here.
Oh, it's a while from now.
Yeah.
November 13th.
Okay, and
You
I
got
think
some
they're
time to plan
doing.
ahead.
Trying to see, because they did the final chapter on the same night that they did the Part 3. They did Part 3 and 4 together.
Oh, together. Okay.
Yeah, on the same night, and then they're doing.
Well, why would he even go to
I don't know, 5 or 6 maybe. I wish they would have put Jason X back in the theater.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that one, but that one's another one of your favorites.
Oh yeah, we'll have to do another one of these cult classic reviews for Jason X for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, Boo Believers, let us know what you thought. Did you go back and check out Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D this year as Regal brought it back? How did you like it in real 3D as opposed to that red and blue stuff we used to get back in the 80s, if so? And let us know your thoughts on the movie in general, and check out Regal's schedule for the next Friday the 13th, and you can see what's playing in one of these retro shows there for only $7.99.
And they have lots of other great stuff throughout the year, too. So
Yeah, absolutely. That's where we wind up catching a lot of horror movies that aren't necessarily major releases. Mm-hmm. It's like a Regal or an AMC with like one showing on a Saturday at 10, 10 at night or something. Not sneak in, but go in and there's like 5 other people.
yeah. Yep.
So, all right, let us know what movie, cult classic that maybe Alex hasn't seen that I have, that we'll kind of do this whole retrospective. Yeah. Somebody's seen it for the first time and me going back and reviewing it after so many years. We did another one that same night that we'll have to do another little review for. We watched Reanimator.
Oh my God. You guys are going to think I am the nicest critic because I loved this one too. I promise. I promise.
Yes, the Jeffrey Combs original Reanimator. We will do another review for that. You'll be able to check it out very soon after this one's released. So make sure you like, subscribe, follow, ding the bell on YouTube so you get notifications whenever we upload new content. Follow us on all the podcast platforms aside from Spotify. And yeah, be sure to check out Amityville Barbie trailer and keep up with our content on all of our social medias.
Oh, yeah.
Until next time, Boo Believers, stay spooky.
Bye.